Lunchtime live with UNK and Big Dog Chico. Let's get it in. Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, we up in this thing live and direct. This is live on the Pregame Network. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. We're here. We're back with another one on this Tuesday to talk about whatever's going on in the news today with my main man, Uncle Neely. What's up, Unc?
Man, cannot complain, Big Dog Chico. How you making it this morning, brother?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just had me a bite of kiwi fruit, so I'm up and at 'em now.
Look like a piece of cinnamon roll to me.
Yeah, that's what it'll look like to you if that's all you've been eating on. You got to get you some kiwi fruit, then it'll look like kiwi, huh?
You gonna cut your damn mouth wide open. You're supposed to have the blade facing the other way.
Yeah, that was a little bit awkward,
right? This joke gonna cut his lips off on live TV.
They call it in New York. You gonna give yourself a $1.50. That $1.50.
I'm about some kiwi.
My mama texted me this morning and said, "Did you mean to say?" What did I say at the end? I said, "Watch me now." She said, "Did you mean to say watch me now?" Or something like that. She said, "You need to." She said, "Do they talk like that over there? Because the damn sure don't sound like."
Man, shout out to Mama Horse for watching the TV show, man.
Yeah, I don't know whether I don't know whether you be texting her or something and telling her to text me and get on me or something like that. I don't know what it is, but you'd have found her number or something. Told you got her janking on me now.
Let me be clear.
Let me be clear.
I do not have your mama's phone number. But let me also be clear. If I had it, you would have known about it by now because I thought it's a mess. You be like, "Oh, what you doing, man? On here texting with your mama, chilling."
Oh man, you wild as hell. I don't know why I even said that because you still gonna bring it back up. I already know.
Man said I probably got her number.
Anyway, let's change the subject. I don't know how we get on my mama again. But I posted a video, a reaction video of Shedeur Sanders and what he said about Joe Flacco, and it's been going crazy on my social media for whatever reason, and I'm not really understanding why exactly it's going crazy, but I appreciate it. But at the same time, it's like it shouldn't be anything that we're surprised about with Shedeur Sanders making a quote about Joe Flacco saying, if Joe Flacco needed this, he needed his locker organized, I'd do it because I go to Joe Flacco every day and ask him, hey, man, do you need anything? All out of respect is what Shedeur Sanders is saying. And a lot of people act like they're surprised that Shedeur would show that level of respect to Joe Flacco or that show that level of humbleness, to go and say that I'll do this if Joe Flacco needed it. What do you think about statements like that from Shedeur Sanders, having known him his whole collegiate career?
I think a lot of people don't appreciate the way Shedeur Sanders was raised. And a lot of people don't appreciate the way that Deion Sanders is, Coach Prime is. They really have servant hearts. They're servant leaders. And leadership comes after servant. You have to serve to lead. I've seen Coach Prime riding his golf cart, slam on brakes to pick some paper up off the sidewalk and put it in the trash. I've seen him, stop his car and make a U-turn to take a picture with somebody who had bought a Prime shirt. Like, that's just how these guys are. You see bravado, you see confidence, and you take that as some kind of arrogance where it's looking down on others when it's really quite the opposite. They know they didn't get to where they are by themselves, so they're always looking to learn and to help and see how the team can advance. And Shedeur's there being humble. Joe Flacco has had a career that Shedeur would love to have. Look how many years Flacco has been in the league and the teams he's been on and the games that they've played in. Why would you not want to glean from him? And if gleaming from him means, hey, can I help you do something while I'm draining something from you? Let me help you out while I'm gaining something. What's wrong with that? When you look around in corporate meetings, the best CEO in the room is pouring people's water. Like, he gets the picture, he walks around and, hey, y'all need something, they don't wait to be served, they're looking to serve others. And so to see a guy, Shedeur Sanders, a rookie in the NFL, going to a veteran who is QB1 in his QB room currently, why would you not? Why would you not have that attitude? Why would you not have that, hey, who can I help in here? because everyone here is helping me as well. Just like Coach Prime, he could have easily get on the phone. Hey, give me maintenance department. Somebody need to get out here and get this damn paper up.
Right.
He pull over and pick it up himself. Servant leadership, man.
Absolutely, man. And then that veteran you're talking about in Joe Flacco, Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens 2013, also that same Super Bowl MVP. So I can't learn nothing from this guy. I can't help this guy. I can't be, under his wing, so to speak, as much as I can be, as much as he'll allow while I'm here and learning from him. Man, that's what he's here for. That's what a bridge quarterback is, and having that veteran quarterback in the locker room to show these younger guys how it's done, how it's been done for so long. So, that's showing that maturity, I think,
Chico,
from Sanders.
I know a lot of people may not realize it. I don't work for Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a check from Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
What we have is a reciprocity agreement. I help you, you help me. And there may be times that go by where if you try to measure it, somebody has been helped more than the other, but we don't keep score like that.
There you go.
Because that's not how true relationships work.
I was about to say that kills relationships. Whether it's with husband and wife or friends, you know what I mean? That kills relationships. Trying to keep score. Hey man, I did this for you. Well, my get back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're not friends for. Oh, okay. This is like
I learned years ago from a good friend of mine, Dr. Carl Reddick. Shout out to Carl Reddick out there. He said, nobody's going to be a better friend to me than I am to them, but I do expect it to be a competition. Like, I'm not going to sit here and just get used, but I'm also not sitting here keeping score. If you're my friend, I'm going to help you. And time will go on and you can tell if somebody's actually helping you and not feeding back and pouring back into you. But your first thing is not to keep score. Your first thing is to serve and to be of service.
Keeping score, that breeds the competition. That's when the competition comes out. If you're keeping score. If you're not keeping score, then this is like true friendship. But once we start keeping score, I was watching a clip from Coach Prime when he had the family show back in the day when the kids were still little. Bossy was just a little bitty baby, and I think they had something at school where they had to do a fundraiser, and Coach Prime was like, "Hey, so they have a winner?" And they said, "Yeah, whoever sell the most." So Coach Prime, all right, we got to win then. We got to win.
Yeah, that was a competition.
Yeah, a school fundraiser. That's a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's crazy, and that shows how his mindset is.
Well,
it's consistent on exactly what we was talking about. If they're going to keep score, then I'm trying to win.
Yeah, but in this example, what you brought up about your post about Shedeur and the numbers it's doing out there, it's not a scorekeeping thing; it's a reciprocity thing.
Right.
Like Shedeur said, like I'm going to this guy every day asking for stuff. I'm watching this guy how he navigates and moves around the building as a pro. Why would I not ask him if there's something I could do for him, no matter how trivial that thing may be to others? Coach Prime has introduced a philosophy here for this season that there are no small things. Everything is mission critical. The smallest thing in this building, we got to treat it like it impacts winning and losing. And when you look at Shiloh going over to Tampa, again, just talk about that household and the environment and watching the example of their father and how they were raised. What did Shiloh say about the safety room? I'm going to be the snack guy. We got long meetings. I'm going to find out everybody's favorite snack, and I'm going to make sure when we in those meetings, everybody got their favorite snack there. I'll be the snack guy.
Yep. And who cares what the outside is trying to say? Because the outside going to have something to say is probably going to be negative. Look at Shedeur organizing Joe Flacco's locker. Look at Shiloh being the candy man for the team. Dog, say what you got to say, dog. Like I tell my kids, they can call you what they want to call you. It's what you answer to, though. Right? Come on now.
Because I tried to call her Miss Cleveland, but you said she answered the horse, so
she ain't gonna answer that Miss Cleveland. I tell you that, but I know that much. She probably hit you with a two-piece.
A Balboa.
For real. Shout out to everybody in the chat,
shout
man.
Shout out to Shedeur and publicly stating that and not backing from it and being who he is and who he was raised to be and just understanding just the world we live in, man. You gotta put in to get out.
Have to. All right. Got to give a couple shout outs to the chat one time. Everybody continuing to mess with us. Von Randall, Miss Fat in the chat, Miss E. Willa, Mia's in the chat, Adrian Cook, Keisha and Love, I see you. Timothy Isaac, Ella Nissa, once again. Oh, now Mo up in the chat, man. Everybody else out across city and state in the chat also. Big Franklin, Louisiana, Glenn up in here. You can call Ray or you can call me, Jay, but don't call me later for dinner. I might have said that wrong.
Yeah, your comedic timer was off on it.
Yeah, that was off right there. I thought it was real comment. Read it for me, Unc. Say it right.
Now we'll practice on our own time, but it should have been like, you can call me Ray or you can call me Jay. But whatever you do, don't call me late for dinner.
Got you. All right.
Yeah. It's a rhythm to it, Chico. It's a rhythm.
It's a rhythm to the cadence.
You just getting that thing in.
Oh, just chop it all up.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Do it like a smash burger. All right.
It was about to go way somewhere.
What's going on in Colorado? We see these guys working out hard. Coach Swayze getting them back in shape once again. I heard someone say, dang, man, I thought we was going to ease back into shape. No. Ain't no easing back into nothing, especially with Coach Swayze, who's been doing this for years down there in Miami, having them guys right. Has this been like the most spirited type atmosphere you've been in at this time of the season with Coach Prime?
I would say so, but I think it's a byproduct of expectations. You and I and Deuce talked the other day about how that year one you still had a group of people here that did not know to believe or know what to believe in. They were just kind of sitting back and waiting, and then you saw the success of that season. And then the second season came, you have more believers, and the expectation goes up a notch because they realize, like, man, just think if we woulda, coulda, shoulda then, if we woulda, coulda, shoulda now, look what happened. And you get the 9 wins, go to a bowl game, and almost go to the conference championship. And so I think this group of this organization, from top to bottom, people are now bought in and expect for us to be good, and they know what it takes to be great. And so that takes hitting the ground running for day one. Because here's the one thing that you do not have in college football, and that is time. You don't have time to waste a rep. You don't have time to waste a day. You don't have time to waste a practice, because even though you may see on the calendar the first game is 100 days away, when it comes to organization activities, things you can do as a team, you're really talking about 50, 55 days, 55 opportunities to get ready. And so it's not what it looks like on paper, because the calendar ain't the same thing as the football calendar. And so I think that the mindset here has been day one, we're already behind. And so when you look at what took place day one here, spirited, everybody getting after it. Today, day two is already in the books. Can't wait for y'all to see that footage. It'll drop tomorrow morning. Had a little weather this morning, plus with the camps that were going on. So a lot of the things they did today were inside. And you would think, okay, we inside, it's going to be chilling.
No, dog.
I'm gonna tell you like that little white boy say on that little meme. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because guess what they got inside building, Chico?
What do they have inside the building?
Steps.
You ain't lying.
And
they hit the stadiums. They hit the stadiums. Or what they hit today? I thought he said stadiums were planned, but because of the weather, they might have done something else. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell you.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, they got steps inside. You got staircases inside buildings, Chico.
Okay. But okay. Not
you
inside
can run
of
those.
that.
You can run those.
Yeah, for sure.
And you may think, oh, that ain't nothing. Okay. Yeah, you go from the first floor to the 5th floor inside the building. That's really 2 times, because the way the building is structured is one. It takes 2 flights to get to the next floor in this building, and you doing 10 of them. Okay.
What building is that? I'm trying to think. Have I been in
the building
that?
I'm sitting in right now? The building is connected to the field. The building is connected to the locker room.
Damn, man, they could be running all day, man. But that's a good thing, because they're gonna be in shape for the season. For the season that they have expectations for this year, not just hopes, like you said. So people are expecting them to win some ball games. The team is better overall if we look at the roster up and down, from top to bottom. Look at the guys and what they've done previously at the schools they've been at. We have some guys coming in, like I said before, that a lot of starters, That's going to create a lot of competition because guys coming in with, if you've been a starter in the past, you're not coming into anywhere thinking that I'm going to not be the starter. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to be the backup. No, you coming in here expecting to do your thing and to be a starter. So that's going to create even more competition at the top of this roster, top grading, like Duke's saying. And I like what they've done on the offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, running back, quarterback. Every position so far has been upgraded and improved upon. I think anything standing out to you from the first day being there, first and second day?
The cohesiveness and it all being player driven, player led. What you're going to see in tomorrow's look back on today, tomorrow morning on the pregame network, you're going to see a lot of these things. The coaches ain't have to tell them to do it. A lot of these things are being led by players and leaderships on the team. For instance, they were doing some ab work. The bigs were doing some ab work, and everybody was supposed to count out loud. And they were doing 15 reps. When they got to 13 and realized everybody wasn't stopping, the players stopped the drill.
Mm-hmm.
No, we finna start back over because everybody ain't chiming in. And
Yeah.
that wasn't something like the coaches said, hey, or called nobody's attention to it. The players did it themselves. So you're seeing a lot of that in the drills in the weight room, coming in on time, being dressed the right way. You see much more of them policing themselves and challenging themselves that you have to see with the coaches doing it. And this is just day 2.
Well, can I challenge the chat? Can I challenge everybody in the chat right now, everyone in the chat right now, to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the join button, hit the notification bell, and do this right here for your boy. Share this. Hit the share button. Share it. Tag us on social media. Let us know that you're watching so that we can hit you up, possibly follow you, feature your comments, and also we can get more people to watch this good content that we're putting out right here. Most in-depth Colorado football content you can get. Coach Uncle Neely is right there. Anybody else you're talking to is talking to somebody who talked to Uncle Neely, and then now they're talking, or they talk to somebody around that, and now they're talking. No, get it right here. Man, right here talking. Right?
Yeah,
That's
not green screen behind me. Nothing against green screen, but
that's green screen behind me. Because if
you
y'all saw what was,
read back and touch that.
That's right. That's the room where the deals are made right there. That's the room where the recruits come into and the parents and everybody come into, and they get to meet with Coach Prime and get to close that thing on out.
Yep, that's Coach Prime's recruiting lounge, and there's about a 92% sign rate when he meets with a parent and a player and they sit in this room.
Man, that's like going to trial with the feds.
It is. The $4.99 super chat from Miss Erin. Miss Erin with the $49 super chat. Appreciate that. Uncle Neely, will you start your segments with Chef Solomon again? Sure will. Once we get off, about to go film one and eat. Neely ain't gonna miss no meal.
Do you know what they're having today, Unc?
I haven't gone down there.
Can't tease us with that, but we know it's gonna be good. How about that? We know it's gonna be good to go. It won't be those sack lunches like we used to get back in the day.
No. Right now, well, this week they're just doing breakfast and lunch, and he told me if you watch this morning's episode of the Look Back at Day One, had Chef Solomon on. He talked about some changes he made in the staff so they can get some diverse experience. So he moved some guys from breakfast to lunch and lunch to breakfast and dinner staff around, and so there's everybody in the building. Chico is doing what it takes to get better. No one's resting on last year, not even the kitchen staff.
Speaking of everyone doing what it takes to get better, shout out to, make sure I get the name right, just so I pop up, was Jermaine, my main man, Jermaine Thomas, who just shared it online. How do I know? Because I see it when he shared it. He tagged us in it. So we're going to make
what I'm talking about, man.
Share him also.
Chico, because you spot on, man. A lot of people don't know how to help, right? They like the show, they like the program, but don't know how to help. And and they're not in the super chat space, or may not even be in the membership space, and that's fine. That like button, comments, that notification bell, sharing it while it's live to your social media so other people watch, man, I can't even put into words how important that is to any content that you're supporting.
Yep. Free 99. You could do that. That's like effort. It doesn't take talent. And doesn't take, you being fast or anything. Just take a little bit of effort to reach up and click that thing and share that thing. Appreciate you.
And speaking of
Mo.
effort, Chico, we shared with y'all yesterday the grading scale, the 5 through 1, and there's a segment I did with Coach Swayze this morning that he breaks that down to the players, and so you guys get to see that tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow morning on the pregame network.
That's the same grading scale we're going to be grading our supporters with, out here. So right now, Jermaine gets is it a 4 or 5, huh? It's a 5, right? The top grade.
Top is a 5, so I'm gonna have to go 4 right now because we're too early to give anybody a 5.
Okay, that's right. Jermaine, you get a 4. You get the first 4 from our grading
And
system.
Jermaine,
Right?
let me tell you a couple of weeks from now what that 4 means. That 4 means like a 25% discount on merch, not 10, not 5, not 15. That means like a 25% discount on merch.
Just from sharing. I see. So actually, sharing saves you money. Man, that's a good deal. I'm gonna be rocking with UNK and CHICO on the side on my side page. Maybe I'll get that 25% off for myself. Does that make sense?
Do y'all understand Chico could do a show without y'all? I mean, Chico got a lot of childhood stories, but he really acts like an only child. Like, cause only child has to be capable of entertaining themselves.
Right,
Like
right.
Chico really carries himself like an only child. But he don't need me here. He don't need y'all in the comments. This joker will do an hour show talking to himself.
Not lying.
He ain't lying.
I just got to make sure I involve UNK, don't I? Just gotta, instead of talking to myself over here, I gotta ask questions, make sure I'm right.
Yeah, my presence actually make it harder for you. Like you.
Unbelievable. All right, let's see. Where we going now?
Easy Dust said, "Can we talk about 12 at the Browns?" We did. We opened the show talking about that.
Yeah. Any questions you have, we can answer them
put
though.
questions in, but we did a segment on that.
Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter though.
Most said Chico got a sock puppet.
Hey, I might need to break out my sock puppet on here one day. I'm a ventriloquist. Hey, Uncle Neely, what are you talking about? You think I can talk like this earlier than you, huh?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Travis Hunter. Travis damn Hunter.
I'm sitting here listening. I'm not moving around either. We both just
hood ventriloquist.
Hood ventriloquist. Choke a lip shaking.
Moving.
Carlton Webb said, "No, he needs you, That's why he never wants to end the show." That's right. You go to Chico house, he don't want nobody leave.
Yeah, well, nobody leave.
One more hand of spades, y'all. One more.
Standing up, blocking the door. Y'all can't leave. Don't go nowhere. Travis Hunter, man. Travis Hunter. Hunter is reportedly started to position himself as one of, if not Trevor Lawrence's favorite target, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they have BTJ there, Brian Thomas Jr., who had over 1,000 yards last season. He's supposed to be he is the man there, I would say. But Travis coming in, right? And I looked at this last night. I looked at their new head coach, who was the offensive coordinator for the Bucs last year. I looked at their offensive coordinator, who worked with Minnesota last year, very young. This is one thing I like about the Jags staff from top to bottom, from their owner to their GM on down. The owner brought in some young guys, 30-year-old guys, 29-year-old, I think, offensive coordinator, head coach is young also. All of these guys have seen and watched Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders at Colorado. They know what's going on. They know what Travis can bring also. And they're young enough, to not be kind of putting the ceiling on Travis. They know that it's not like the old traditional type coaches coming in trying to coach him and make him fit in a certain way. I think these guys are going to come in and bring something to Travis to where that he can excel at playing both ways. And with the guy like Brian Thomas Jr. already there, who had over 1,000 yards, with the offensive coordinator and the head coach having experience, with 1,000-yard receivers, I think it's set up for Travis to be, whether he's number 2 or 1A receiver, he can get from 900 to about 1,300 yards this season easily based off what I've seen in the past with these coaches and what they've had in the past, like at Tampa Bay. So, what do you think the projection is for Travis Hunter coming up this season?
Well, I'll start with where you started with his relationship, the reported relationship with Trevor Lawrence. One thing that quarterbacks love is a receiver that's going to be where he said he was going to be, and they can catch the ball. And Travis Hunter checks both of those boxes. He runs clean routes. He knows what to do at the top of the route. He knows separation. He knows how to catch, and he knows how to come down with the majority of 50-50 balls. So he is what a quarterback would absolutely love. Other than like your position, Chico, when you were 98%, and I don't say that with shade, a tight end that you can do a check down to, one of those two options is going to be the quarterback's favorite guy because he knows there's a high likelihood this guy's about to catch this ball and get some positive yards after catching it. And so I'm not surprised that Trevor Lawrence loves Travis Hunter. And with that being said, easily he can go over 1,000 yards this season because the yards after the catch are going to be phenomenal. And the relationship with the quarterback, as being reported, is developing in the right direction. Putting all that to the side, let's talk about what you also said about Travis Hunter just ending up in Jacksonville. One thing that you can say, Chico, is that when you get old, you stop taking a lot of risks. Just part of growing up. Winston Churchill said, "An old man with well, I give you that quote later. But here's the bottom line of it. Young people take risks.
Yeah.
Young people take risks. Young people take risks with their money. They take risks with their time because you don't have a conservative mindset yet because you haven't acquired a lot of things to conserve. And so this general manager, when he looks at Travis playing both ways, he ain't been in the NFL 50 years. He's looking at like, hey, man, this could work. I'm going to try this. I'm going to take the risk on this. Everybody else is afraid to do it. I'm saying, why not? Let me damn do it. And he's understanding. The one thing I also love about what the Jaguars have said is they know that if this works and we want it to work, we got to back the Brinks truck up in 4 years because we're going to have to pay him for both of these roles that he's excelling in. And so a lot of people either A, didn't think a player should play both ways in the NFL, or B, if it did work, we don't want the burden of having to deal with this financial situation later on down the road. Jacksonville's embracing. Like they want him to excel at DB and corner. They want him to excel at wide receiver and then put him in positions to do so. And so all that together, I'm not surprised the GM is happy. Totally not surprised that Trevor Lawrence is happy because you're dealing with a guy who's going to be where he's supposed to be at the top of the route. He's going to catch way more passes than he drops, and he's going to do something with the ball after he catches it.
Yes, indeed. Run after catch. I think that's going to be the separating factor from, if you look at the stats from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where the head coach was last year, you see those guys, they had a lot of catches, like over 50, over 60 catches, this number 2 receiver, but I think they averaged like 10 yards per catch. Travis Hunter going to have that at least 14, 15 yards per catch just because of his young run after catch ability. So that can put him over 1,000 yards right there, being that number 2 receiver and splitting time at the cornerback spot, which is, I think, is going to be huge for them. You hear the coaches, the chatter is that the defensive coaches were begging the offensive coach, hey, man, let us have some. We need some of Travis over here too, and that's a great thing when the coaches are asking for it. Unc, when I played back in the day, the coach used to be calling, hey, man, we want Chico over here. We want Chico over here, Unc.
And the other coach like, can I put a ribbon on him? Can I send him as a gift? Because you doing me a favor. Like, please get this damn headache from off my side of the field. Can I drive him to you? Like, what time you want him over there?
They gonna gift wrap.
They put a ribbon right on Chico for you. Hey, go to defense.
Take him.
Please take him.
I know some coaches that really thought like that too, man. Like, damn, I thought you was gonna go over there. I would have sent your butt over there. Greetings, Big H from Germany.
Okay.
Frenching or French
I don't
in
know.
Germany.
I don't think I know how to say that in German. I was gonna try to say something.
Say V Gates.
You said Kevin Gates.
No, V Gates, Vince Gates, like his brother Vince. So say V Gates.
Okay.
That's how you say what's up in Dutch or German.
Okay, if you say so.
after the game. We appreciate that. Dwayne Smith, we appreciate it too. UNK and CHICO, the guys. What is the one's feeling about Matt McChesney saying that Prime should overpay 2 linemen? I have no idea about
I
that.
would love to
After
answer
the
it,
game,
but I don't know what Matt said or what the Prime should. I understand the question, but I don't know what was said.
yeah. Who knows? Sharing is caring. We appreciate that, Portia, and everybody else out there sharing. NBA Finals popping off, getting ready to pop off. We already gave our predictions, so y'all let us know in the chat who y'all think UNK takes the Thunder. I'm going to take the Thunder too. I think the Thunder will win in 6 to 7 games at the end of the day. Although it should be a good series, Thunder should win this, and we might be looking at a dynasty like the Golden State Warriors had with the Thunder. I think they have the potential to do it with the team they have and the draft picks they have, the young guys they have, the young coach. You just spoke about the young coach and how they don't have those restrictions on them. Got guys walking in the back right now.
Y'all got a meeting coming up? Oh, good. We good. Go ahead, Chief.
Nah, it's all good. We just talking and rambling, man. Y'all hit that like button out there. Y'all let us know who y'all think gonna win the NBA Finals. And are those young ladies back there behind you? Because I was gonna make a point about that too. It's not.
There was a young lady that walked him in though.
Okay. Well, I want to make a point about this that you can see on your footage too, and other footage that's out there right now. You see the ladies, a lot of female lady workers, strength and conditioning staff there with Colorado. We've seen it in the past too. Shout out to Shah, who was there as an intern. Or can you talk about how Coach Prime embraces the women that's involved in the sport, like he having a women's camp, and you always see women there in the weight room working with the strength staff and motivating the guys. Can you talk about how Coach Prime invites that and how important that is to have those the female presence there with the football team?
He's an opportunity giver, man. He's a way maker. He believes in providing opportunities to people who deserve it, have earned it, and otherwise wouldn't get it because of their race, their gender, or their age, or where they're from, geography-wise. And so he knows how, the South gets picked on. But look how many people are here from the South, staff and players. He understands how women don't get a lot of chances, particularly in sports, administration, or the training side of it. But look at, what Miss Ty is doing here, and Tyler Johnson is doing here, and look at what the women in the strength and conditioning staff are doing here. And when they came here just to visit, he put them in front of the team and let them speak. And that was their interviews right there. And both of them ended up getting hired. You still have the 2 trainers from Jackson State who were students here, the female trainers. And Lauren herself, L Boogies, I call her, who came from Jackson State, is a trainer, special assistant to Coach Prime. So the guy just understands what it means to give people, an opportunity that otherwise wouldn't have it. And he's not going to hold their gender against them, their race against them, their age against them, or where they're from against them. And so you're going to see more and more people, around this program or working with this program that you don't typically see in other college programs. And that's just the way Coach Prime is, man.
Damn. And I know you've been around a lot of programs too, whether it's, basketball or football. Have you, ever seen this many women around a program? And also, what do you think they provide, that's there, like, for example, like when like a person like Mama Ty can come over to you, or someone come over and just have that motherly type or auntie type or big sister type feeling, it brings a type of home feeling to you as a player, especially if you're away from home, far away from home. You have someone here that reminds you of mom or auntie or someone like that that could just speak to you and talk to you from a different perspective. Can you just speak on that once again?
I think that's gravy on the biscuit. I don't think that's the biscuit.
Of course.
The biscuit is their ability. The biscuit
Yes.
is their accomplishments in their field of endeavor. The biscuit is what they bring to the table and how they do their job and what that job means to the organization. And then it just so happens that, as a woman, they could bring that extra benefit of, motherly love or attention, what have you. But that's not why he chose them. He chose them because they're damn good at what they do and what their job is. It's just like any other role here. I mean, I might be a funny guy, but I wasn't hired here because of my sense of humor. You know, somebody, Cheney in leadership development, he can bake, but he wasn't hired because he's a baker.
Exactly.
You know, that just be, oh man, you know, coach can cook and he makes the players cookies and they really love stopping by his office. That's just a benefit, you know, a byproduct of why they were here. But you know, the Miss Ties, the Ty Johnsons, the two new trainers here, the female intern trainers that come and go, they are here first and foremost, man, because they are outstanding at what they do and outstanding people.
Yes. And for you guys to understand out there, this is our job. This is what we do. All right. I can ask some questions from my perspective. I can also ask some questions that I might understand, but it's great for Uncle Neely to explain to you guys and lay it out there the way that he does, because now you can get it. Now it's digestible. Because if I put it out there for you, might, you know what I mean, you might not get it like that. But
Yeah,
Uncle, appreciate you.
Talk about digestion. That's still a cinnamon roll. That wasn't no kiwi.
Everybody who eat kiwi in the morning, shout out to y'all.
Shout out to all one of y'all. Y'all looking at them.
You can't eat a cinnamon roll like that. As a matter of fact, they have a challenge online that I would love to have a challenge. We might need to start doing these challenges on here.
Come on, what you got? Come on, talk to me.
Can you eat, Unc? Can you eat 2 cinnamon rolls within a minute with no water?
I wouldn't want to because I wouldn't enjoy it.
I asked if you wanted to or not. I asked, could you?
No, because that's so.
I don't want to run up the hills at practice.
Let me shorten the answer to no.
Oh, okay.
Guy once hit me up, Chico. He posted it to his social media and he clipped my name out of it. And I told him, man, you could have quoted me. He texted me one day. He was having some trouble at work. And he said, Neely, man, how is it every time I see you, you in a good mood? Like you just seem like nothing's bothering you and da 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 da. I said, man, it's real easy. He said, what is it? I said, I don't do shit I don't want to do.
I love it.
Now, there comes a time in the day that I don't have a choice. I got to do something I don't want to do. That's part of being an adult. I got responsibilities. But for the most part, social activities or things that are optional, if I don't want to do it, I don't do it. If I don't want to go over there, if I got to act a certain way or be different who I am, I don't go. And so, like when you ask me the cinnamon roll question, I get it, I get what you're asking, but my brain immediately went to, I wouldn't enjoy that, so I'm not gonna do it.
I love you said my brain immediately went to.
Like, yeah, I was like, man, I don't think I would like that.
I'm glad you said that because there you go. That's another breakdown by Uncle Neely right there. I love that because I kind of lived by that when I was a young man and young teenager, you know, back in 27 Selma, Alabama. And my friends used to want to go out to the clubs and stuff. And some of them would immediately start packing up guns like it's a part of their outfit. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. You got to.
Thank you, Chico. If we got to do all that to have a good time, can we not have a good time somewhere else?
I said, no, this don't sound like a good time to me. Y'all going to war. Why would I volunteer to go there?
We finna go to the spot, man. You know, be tripping over there, man. So we might get to fighting. I'm not going.
Oh, Chico, you saw. Call me what you want to call me.
Like fighting.
Right. Call me alive at home. I'm watching them comedy jam, dog. Y'all go there, man. Y'all must be crazy, dog. That used to be the craziest thing in the world to me to even think like it, like you said in your brain, it just didn't register like that. In my brain, I was like, what are you doing?
We deliberately going somewhere we gotta take a gun to.
Yeah. That's what we doing started at right there. I was like, so what are we
doing? And why are we doing it? We're going to rescue a hostage? Like
right.
What are we doing?
Like y'all strapping up to be in a damn superhero movie. I'm not doing that. That don't make sense.
No, I can't. I will mess up a cinnamon roll though. Hey, who out there remember when KFC used to sell cinnamon rolls? Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken had cinnamon rolls.
They had chocolate chip cookies too, right?
Big ones.
Yeah, chocolate chip cookies.
That KFC cinnamon roll was a mofo.
KFC, we need a sponsorship. I need to holler at my guy. I know a guy that owns a KFC back in my hometown. Shout out to Mark Woodson. Mark, that's a shout out right there. We can shout you out each and every week. Might need a sponsorship, KFC. All right, I'm gonna hit you up though on Facebook. Watch.
After the game, said when Chico grinned too hard, he looked Chinese.
Tell me something I don't know, dog. I've been hearing that my whole
After
life.
the game, when I first met him, I said, "Man, I could blindfold you with dental floss." Your ass, what you been smoking, man? He said, "That's about just how I look." I said, you on that dope."
Well, I guess I've been smoking since I was in kindergarten then, because my teachers and my friends used to say the same thing with those Chinese eyes. I used to walk around like this, Unc. I never.
Hey,
I used to try to walk around like that, Unc.
Show us again how you used to walk around. And you actually thought that was better, like you went from damn is he Chinese to damn is he crazy. Like I would rather be thought as a sane Chinese person than a crazy American. Like Chico, how you did it? How you walking around?
I said, "Man, everybody calling me Chinese. I gotta." Yes, ma'am.
Now your eyes look like, so what we doing? It look like you trying to
Oh my God.
start something. What's up?
And then I go right back to smiling, then they get right back tight again.
This dude
Thought I
here.
could fool my mama one day. I came in the house after smoking. Came in. And then wrong, my eyes tight anyway. Everybody said my eyes tight. Boy, your eyes ain't just tight. They red as hell. I'm about to beat your ass.
No, let me tell you, my daddy told me. He said, "Son, I'm talk to you a second." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "The price done changed, but we still smell the same." So we know what it smells like. I don't know who you think you're fooling.
Oh my God. I remember my brother coming into the house smelling like the club is what I called it. That's what I associated with. Because he used to always say, I wasn't smoking, I was just in the club. I was in the club, right? So he used to always come in the house. I smell him. Damn, the club smell like that. So every time I smell that out outside or smell it outside the house or smell somebody else, I used to say when I was little, "Oh, you been to the club? You must have been to the club." Oh, what the hell is boy talking about? Been to the club?
So
that's what the lies my brother had
when
told.
grown folks would come over your house smelling like that, that's when you get popped in the mouth for being in folk business.
Right.
You've been to the club.
Been to the club.
This boy
Chico,
here.
he walking around like that, you'll be wearing a special white coat that ties your arms in the back.
Absolutely. You'll sit in the room with mattresses on the wall.
Adrian said now we have hybrids now.
Yeah, man, we talking about 1988, 89, man. We have all that thing.
My grandma used to call it.
We smoked dope in white paper.
My grandma called it rabbit tobacco. He said, "Yeah, boy, I had some rabbit tobacco back in the day." I don't want
y'all got nicknames now. Me and Chico, we don't do no nicknames.
What we do, Unc?
We got that Bin Laden now. You can keep it. You can keep it.
Bin Laden.
You gotta make it attractive to me. Say I got a cinnamon roll.
I got that. What was that one I saw? That cereal milk from Cookies. They have something called cereal milk. I was like, damn. Everybody didn't have some cereal milk. That's a good name.
Did it yesterday.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
What's the quote? As a child, I did childish things. As a man, I know I'm messing it up, but how does it go? You know what the hell I'm trying to say, right? You do things as a child when you're a child, and you should do things as a man when you're a man. You should grow up. You can't still be drinking the milk out the bowl.
But the milk tasted like the cereal now, and I wanted it.
I'm gonna get you right, Unc. I'm gonna get you right. My health influence is gonna get you right. At least it's gonna make you start thinking in your subconscious brain.
Oh, I thought about it. When it ran down right here, I said, "Damn, I should have turned the bowl the other way." Because it wasn't a round bowl. It wasn't a decorative kind of square kind of bowls. You know, I was like, damn, I should have drunk it
hit
out
it from the
the
corner. You got to hit it from the corner.
I just get drunk it out the corner.
You try to hit it from the street.
Yeah. It would happen. Said, damn, I should have got out the corner.
Unbelievable.
So
but when you go to Chef, when you go to that cafeteria, Chef Solomon today, it's gonna be a wide range of things out there, right? The first one probably gonna be some fried stuff. You're gonna skip that, and you're gonna go to the.
Yeah, I'm not a big fried guy.
Okay.
Like yesterday, I had the salmon here, and it was baked.
Excellent. Great choice right there. Great choice.
Yeah, had a Caesar salad with it. Like, yeah, I'm not a big. I don't like deep fried stuff.
So where we got to get you to slow down on then, what it sounds like then, is the sweets.
Well, no, what we really got to do is get you the fuck up out my business. Ain't nobody asked you.
No, I'm here to help you. I care about you. I'm here to help you. You're around for a long time, and you can't be drinking.
People look like you dropped dead tonight.
You're right. And I don't look great. Trust me, I'm not in the best shape.
We know you don't. The way you come back with the push-ups, you avoid.
I'm talking about the little stuff like the sugar and the salt intake. We got to stop that.
When you see me, I'm not gonna do it right now. You're right. Yes, sir. You're right.
Yeah.
You just ran out of shit to talk about because you ain't never seen me put no salt on shit. Never seen the matter of fact, when I brought the stage plank in here yesterday, it was to show y'all. And when you made me like, oh, you brought these, I said, I will fucking eat it. I don't care about you.
Okay. Well, if you don't put salt on things, then the other side is the sugar, which I have to watch both sides because I've been going crazy on both of them. So
yeah, caught the well, but you said I think you got one letter misplaced, but it's there.
I only got 3. I would say this. What I think that mean is get. I might be wrong, but get the F up off my boy. Totally wrong.
You can say my business.
Oh,
about my,
Okay. All right. Anything you want to flap your gums on? Pause.
Miss Horse.
He's over there killing himself. All right. They gonna call him Miss Clydesdale. Okay. All right.
But Chico, once again,
no, we get up out of here, guys.
We wouldn't know this information if you didn't share it. You tell us this stuff.
Horse from her hair. There we go, man. We getting up out of here. I'm leaving. I'm dipping. Bye.
Chico, you remember today
yes,
was
I am.
Ice Cube.
Today was a good day by Ice Cube. Yes.
Yeah, okay. There's a part in that song where he said, I got a beat from Kim and she can do it all night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in
Chico,
once
wait
again.
a minute. Hold on a second.
We have to end the show.
No, hold on a second. I'm going somewhere.
Okay,
Your Honor, a little latitude, if I may continue. Thank you. No, I'll wrap it up. I'm making a point. Thank you.
Proceed.
Ice Cube's son, who's not an actor, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
I saw the clip. Don't even do it. I saw the clip.
So Chico, how he gonna get mad at like your family gave us this information?
I saw the clip.
Your mama name is Kim. Do you realize your daddy was talking about your mama in the song? So
how did Ice Cube's son react?
Hey, chat. They used to call my auntie chicken, another one rabbit, and my mama, she was horse. And then when we use this information, nicely or not, where did we get the information from, Chico?
Thank you, Donnie C. Y'all know what it is. I ain't even gonna say it. I'm not gonna put it out there. I ain't even gonna say it. I'm just gonna turn it invisible and start smacking him. Unk running across Colorado campus.
Chico, if you could turn invisible, you would go eat you 2 cinnamon rolls and a bowl of cereal. The stuff that you want to do that you can't do being seen. You eat them kiwis in front of us, but once you get off air, you go to Burger King.
I'll be on Oreos again, don't it?
I got a beat from Kim. I mean, look.
Why do you need enemies? Drop the shovel, Chico. Hey man, once again, we can be on here all day, but we're not. We're gonna let Unc get back to what he was doing and get the Chef Solomon in the cafeteria. Tell him I said what's up.
We'll
You know
do
what
it.
I mean?
We still got camps going on. The walk-on camps are going on by position drill. A little overcast day, a little drizzly, but they're up on Franklin and down in the IPF indoor practice facility. So we got some coverage coming to that as well. That's still taking place right now. But first, like you said, I'm gonna go tell Chef what's up.
That's right. Tell him tell him Chico said, "What's up, Chef?" Oh, tell Big Dog I said, "What's up?"
I'm gonna say Chico said he coming to a game. He gonna let you know which one. And on the menu, he wants some chicken, some rabbit, and some horse.
I mean, I don't care what Chef cook. It's gonna be good. I can bet that much. You understand me? And I will be eating. All right. Put an 09 in the chat if you're rocking with us. Give me one clap if you hear us. That's what I do with my little league football team. Give me one clap if you're with me. Give me one clap if you're with me. Give me two claps. All right, everybody with me now. Let's go. Thank y'all for coming out, joining us on the Lunchtime Live.
What was the score of the game?
Oh, us up. Us winning. Like I used to say, I don't care if we win by half a point, as long as we win.
Chico, do you have a guy on your team? Because like what Coach Prime says, he's like, coaches, look for yourselves and your players. You know who you were. Do you have a guy that you're gonna? I'm trying to say this without Ray J in it. Do you? Does anybody on your team gonna have 98% on their butt?
In a way, probably. You know, shout out to my little man Powo. He's a senior now, getting recruited. You know, across the southeast. Colorado should be next. Yeah, him. He's a 98%er. You know what I mean? Baller. Look out for him. Amari Powo Smith. Look it up. Yes, he was. He reminded me of myself. And that's how I used to pick players, Unc. We had a draft one year, Unc. And man, that was so entertaining. I used to pick players. I remember I picked a player named Armstead because of his last name was like Armstead, who played with the Giants back in the day. I was like, I don't know none of these players, so I'm just going to go with Armstead. Armstead turned out to be a dog. You hear me? I just want to put that out there. Shout out to Antoine Armstead, who's now a center at the high school back home now. He's going to be recruited also. So, you know, I take pride in some of the guys I picked and I coached. Straight up. Much love to all my guys, man, doing their thing.
That's good, Chico. Speaking of Hawaii, man, I was talking to Billy Tucker, who's, he puts on the camps for Coach Prime, does all the Under Armour camps across the nation. He was saying how right before COVID, they'd done the camp in Maui and that they're going to look at going back next year. It was just a little while ago.
Yeah. So, good friend will put me in contact with him so I could be a part of it somehow, but I ain't gonna ask him and then I'm just gonna put it out there in the world.
I mean, I told him about Big Dog Chico when he said it. I said that's who you want to avoid. I didn't tell him.
See, that's what I'm saying. It depends what you told him.
Because I said he known to, when Travis Hunter was out there, he snuck in the game. He's like, you want to have a picture of him up at every gate. And then you got to have two pictures because he'll wear some dreads.
This man is snuck in the game and parlayed it to. Now we on the show doing the show right now. So what we doing, basically? You know what I mean? If I had never gone to that game, I probably would have never seen how special Travis was in person. I probably would have never been inspired to go as hard as I've been going with this and with him because I saw him in person, like I said. I said, man, this guy going to Jackson State. Coach Brown, shit, they got a dog. And I was literally, y'all don't have to believe this, I was literally out there trying to recruit some of those other players to go to Jackson State. That's what I was doing out there, huh? I was like, what school you going to, big dog? Oh, man, you ever go down there with Coach Prime? Oh, man, I don't know about Jackson State, man. I'm out there recruiting. Dead serious. Shout out to Kevin Coleman, who was out there also. So Hey, y'all need a recruit out here in Hawaii. Y'all need a good coach. Y'all holler at your boy. You know what I mean? I
You
will
went totally
volunteer
different. You
sometime.
went totally different direction. I thought. I didn't know you were gonna go the fork in the road at the store. I didn't know you were gonna go if you need a good recruiter. Blah blah blah. I thought you were gonna
Who said?
say if y'all ever get a chance to sneak in somewhere, this is why you should do it. Because look how it worked out for Big Dog Chico.
I didn't want to go there, but
But that's how you started the story. You started the story with sneaking in somewhere and how it turned out to be all these good things.
yeah, sometimes in life you got to sneak in somewhere. How about that? That's the moral of the story. Sometimes in life you got to sneak into somewhere. You got to take chances, take a risk. You know,
Jacksonville took a risk on drafting Travis. Not a risk on drafting Travis, but no other team was willing to let him play both sides.
Mm.
Coach Prime, no other coach wanted him to play both sides.
Mm-hmm. Always takes it a step too far, Chico. Yeah, does. All right, guys, we're gonna end this show now because y'all always say Chico cannot end it, but I'm gonna show y'all how I can end it today, right? What? This how we Hey, you want to end it with something?
Yeah.
This
I think we got You Tell Me tonight. I'm not sure. I think we got a You Tell Me tonight. We'll find out. But we definitely got a morning run tomorrow, 11 a.m. Mountain. Big Dog Chico, Deuce Scoop, Uncle Neely. We got day 2 content dropping in the morning as well. So y'all stay around to the networks, man. Big Dog Chico channel, like, share, subscribe. Pregame Network, like, share, subscribe. And if we don't see y'all tonight, we're gonna see you in the morning.
Absolutely. Stay tuned. I got some more reactions coming up too on my channel. You know, if y'all have anything y'all would like for me to react to, send it to me. You have something?
Yes.
Please tell me.
I really think you should go back into the UNK and CHICO Sunday night archives, or any show archive for that matter, and do a reaction video to yourself. So you have a live self, but then like you sleep on it and 2 or 3 days go by, and that quote unquote sober reflective self needs to go back and watch what Chico said live.
Did you say sober?
I did air quotes. I did air quotes because live you be intoxicated live.
Okay. Intoxicated by what?
The live. That is live.
The live. The lights and the live. Okay.
Yeah, there's other things in life can be intoxicating, Chico.
Yes.
And so what I'm saying, you should do a reaction show
Mm-hmm.
to what Chico said live that you wish you would have said better or differently. Such as, so what we doing with Diddy Come Down the Steps. I would love to see Chico react to that. See right here, this is what Neely tried to take it another way and then made it me. See right here.
Y'all let us know. Would that be a good show, good reaction? And I will break it out. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it anyway since Unc just suggested it, So I'm gonna do it. Y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. Big Dog Chico, BIGGDOGG on YouTube. Chico on YouTube.
What made you come up with the double G's in both of them?
Believe
typo.
it or not, Unc,
typo. And
typo.
left it, yeah.
It was just a typo, and I
didn't know how to spell big and dog. Like you thought Snoop Doggy Dog was spelled.
Nope.
I got you.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 G's.
Yeah.
It's big. I thought it was, so hey, spelled the wrong.
D-O-double-G. He's like, oh, dog got 2 G's. I got you.
Yep. Shout out to Coach Harris who gave me that name back in the day. You know what I mean? A lot of people think I gave it to myself.
2 G's though.
Yeah.
He said, Chico, I'm gonna start calling you the big dog, and the big and the dog got 2 G's. He said that.
Basically, yep.
No, baby. See what ladies? I'll tell y'all something.
Get double down on it.
When the Joker
2 G's on the big dog.
If your man say basically, he lying.
1 G, 1 G on the big and on the dog. That's
what time
like,
you got home, Chico? Around 2:30, pretty much.
Just concerned for the good brother. Who that, Jay?
Basically.
There it is. I appreciate that. He gave me the right quote right there. I appreciate it.
No, read it. I want to see you say the S word.
Say the S word. You want to see me say the S word?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the S word? Then let me see. I was a child.
If I say it to you, you know how to say it.
Man, let me just go on to the next one because I ain't even gonna read
now
it.
you can't
Let
find
me
that.
see. Where is it? Oh,
No, don't worry about it. It was fake. I know that was gonna trip you up.
why would it trip me up? Spake?
Mm-hmm.
Your face. I just looked up at your face. You wow, man. Let me go home, man. Can I go?
Yeah, close the show.
I'm not asking you. I'm back to the chat.
Oh.
Can I go, chat? Can we go? Good job on the reaction show, Chico. I appreciate that, Von Randall. That gives me the fire to continue to go do it again and more and
Oh, I
more.
see what it is, chat. If y'all compliment him, he'll keep the show going. Yeah, he got to go, but once he sees something positive, stroking his ego, that's 10 more minutes of showtime. Hey, Val C said reactions are great, Chico. That's 10 more minutes. Come on.
It's still up there, my bad. Hey, man, I want you guys to have a great week. Be healthy, live healthy, get right, do the best things in life that you can do.
Drink water.
Drink
and
water.
stay in the business is the two best things you can do, Chico.
Drink water, stay out of people's business. I agree with that, Unc. That's probably the best advice you've given them. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for the morning run coming up this Wednesday. That is tomorrow morning. You got something to say about that, Unc?
Wake up, Dukes.
Also, like I said, the Big Dog Chico reaction show. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
Man, you talk about all this healthy eating. That guy, I see fast food, chips.
See, that's what I could have been right there. If I had been this guy eating them fast food, McDonald's, chips and stuff, that's what I could have been. You know, I could have been the right guard, Chico. But I'm looking better. I'm feeling better. And we're doing better. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless you and good night. Have a great day. Peace in the Middle East.
I'm Chinese Chico.
Bye, y'all.